Watch the first inning. Call it a day. Let me sit up so my face isn't cut
Exactly.
off.
Oh, yeah, it's Will Murderface or Will the Gray. Hey, Will. By the way, shout out.
Oh, Mr. Doctor Face.
Mr. Doctor Face. Why did I call it Murder? It does look like Murderface. We had this conversation before.
No, I think it is Murder Face. I was like, wait, so now that you're here, this is the question that needs answering. Is it Murder Face or Mr. Doctor Face?
I really need to know. And also, while you're answering that, congratulations, Will the Gray, on 4 years of your podcast, Bot Spots and Chair Shots. By the way, it is Murder Face.
Yeah. Murder Face. I still like Mr. Doctor Face.
I do like Mr. Doctor Face as well. But yeah, congratulations.
Oh wait, I totally forgot. I have them over here. One second.
What are you doing?
There
you go. Yeah, put them on. Yeah. You're welcome. From the King and the Queen. And K.
Every podcast
well,
moving forward.
Every podcast.
I need to wear these goddamn things. But I just need to find a way to flip my video so it's not backwards.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. I made it on original Xbox Live. Was a big Metalocalypse fan. Gotcha. Metalocalypse. I
don't know what that is.
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse.
God, I wish.
Is that like Apocalyptica? The string band?
Will Murderface was taken, so I removed the vowels. Nice.
I mean, I get it. Well, but you kept the vowels in face. You shouldn't Murder Face.
Yeah.
MRDRFC.
Yeah, Will Gray, by the way. I need to get on all of your shows. I've only been on like 2 of them. I need to be on like Nerdy News and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm trying to complete the trifecta here, so you got to get me on these shows. I know you're like busy, so Will Tarashuk, Will Gray is training to run a marathon because why? But he's going to do it.
Dude, God bless you, man.
Yeah.
People who do that are crazy, but you're a better man than me.
Yeah. Slowly making come. I mean, he's busy. And then also, Will Tarashuk, have you played RuneScape?
Yeah, I played it in 5th grade.
Will Gray has apparently RuneScape is still going on.
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, dude. Sometimes McLeod still plays it, and every now and then Nash will hop in. RuneScape is still like a thing.
Yeah,
and it's still like super popular. And they're making a.
There's like an expansion coming out.
There's a new game coming out where it's like in the lore, like the RuneScape lore.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not very up to date with the latest RuneScape lore.
Well, we're about to find out.
I still call it Run Escape because it's a lot funnier, and it makes people who are diehards of the franchise just really angry. Oh, you're playing Run Escape? No, it's RuneScape. Exactly.
Okay,
Run Escape.
So he says,
it's like Mr. Doctor Face.
Yeah. 25
Yeah, he goes, a
days.
survival RPG in the RuneScape world. Exactly.
Yeah, it's all right. So 25 days till your first race, 1 of 20. So how many races are you doing, and why? Is what I really want to know.
It's a lot of marathons, Rick. There's a lot of marathons.
There's a lot of
marathons,
and like, why?
A lot of them are really hard to get into.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to raise a bunch of money.
He's doing
the ultra marathon.
3 marathons and an ultra marathon.
I've never heard of an ultra.
You never heard of
It's like the triathlon.
No, that's a triathlon. Tri meaning 3.
I know the triathlon is. I know it's the biking, swimming, and running.
Oh, never mind. Do what you need to do. He's raising money for cancer. Will Gray is a cancer survivor. That is also very true.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think a lot of people who run marathons are do it either for cancer, whatever. Like my sister-in-law, her mom died, I think, of breast cancer, so she runs marathons, and raises money for, I think it's breast cancer.
Okay, so
I should know, right? It's fucking family. I should know.
Yeah. 50K.
Yeah, like a lot of people who try and get sponsors for they're running the race. They usually do it for cancer research. Is a very typical one.
All right, so we got some info. Ultra marathon is anything over 26.2 miles. So anything over a marathon.
Okay. Anything over a marathon
is an ultra. I'm running a 50K trail race, which is a shade over 30 miles. Yeah, I will support you from a distance.
Dude, I don't think I can run a 4K. To be honest.
Be like if I run a 1K. Geez, a trail race? God, I mean, because there's regular running like a marathon, and then you ever watch people do trail running? Will?
No. Who watches people run?
It happens every 4 years during the Olympics. I watch people run. It's great.
Oh, I guess. Well, I mean, because that's cool because the camera's just in fast forward.
Yeah, that's true.
The camera's moving so fast, and they're moving so fast. It's just like, I just put regular running on fast forward. That's what it feels like. So yeah, in that case, yes, watch running.
Yeah. God, all right. 3 marathons and an ultra. You, Jesus, that's a lot.
10 hours on the 50K. That's awful.
If I finish under
That
10 hours on the
sucks.
50K, I qualify for a 126-mile 3-day race. Wait, I think you mentioned this before to me, and it's Charles. I'll answer this real quick. Yo, I'm in the middle of doing the show.
What's up, Chuck?
Yeah. Oh, Will, what's up? All right, sounds good. All right.
Is Charles a Braves fan since he's in Atlanta?
Oh no, he's a New Yorker through and through.
Oh, that's right. That's why he wore Yankee hat. I was gonna say because the Braves are 0-5.
Yeah, no, he don't give a damn.
I did not see coming.
He did not give a damn. No, he's didn't they just lost like their outfielder too, 80 games.
Jesus, Taquan coming in hot.
Yeah.
Nice to see you too, man.
This is him.
Yeah, was it Jackson Profar or whatever?
I think it was Profar.
80,
yeah,
80 games.
80 games for PEDs.
80 games. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Yep, 80 games. Yeah, no. Freaking Charles is a Yankees, Islanders, and Giants fan. A little unconventional, but
Usually it's Islanders, Jets,
Mets,
Knicks.
Islanders, Jets, Mets. Everybody's a Knicks fan. It usually go.
Oh yeah, because there's no other basketball.
Oh,
team.
the Brooklyn Nets, but no one gives a damn about them.
Yeah, there's no other basketball.
I know.
Dude, I mean, they're like the Brooklyn Nets might as well still be the New Jersey Nets.
When they were good, they were fun.
They went from one side of the river to the other side of the other river.
And then you have it's usually Islanders, Jets, Mets, Yankees, Giants, Rangers.
Yes,
yeah.
That is typical.
And as
my friend is Rangers, Buccaneers, Devils.
I mean,
he's from Jersey.
Listen, I am literally Yankees, Islanders, Raiders. Yeah. So like I listen, and I don't have a basketball squad because everything sucked up to Jordan left.
Yeah, Yankees, Celtics, and my fantasy football team.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, since Tom Brady retired, it's like who gives a shit about football? So it's my fantasy football team. That's all that matters. And Celtics because I don't really follow basketball.
Well, they just won the title, so you're good there.
Yeah, I'll bandwagon. It's fine. I know Tatum's good.
He is, and so is Porzingis, a former Knick.
Yes, so is Porzingis. That's actually yesterday. Jazz showed me this like Instagram video or picture thing of like an ugly baby, and I was like, "Yo, this baby looks like Sam Cassell."
I met Sam Cassell when I was younger.
Ugly looking man, dude. It looks like a walrus.
Yeah, can cross you up like a motherfucker though.
Titans, Celtics, Red
Sox. Yeah, that's a weird
one. The Pats. Yeah, it's like you like the Boston fans. Why not go with the Patriots?
Hey, he lives in Tennessee.
Okay, tits up.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennessee doesn't have any other sports other. Well, they have the hockey.
No, Nashville. Yes, Nashville Predators.
They did the Predators.
We didn't have a basketball team in baseball.
That's fair. Yeah, pick somebody. Boston. I get it. I mean, Boston is title town still.
No,
they've won the most.
No, it's New York still has the most overall, like in
history. New York, well, I was gonna say since 2000.
Oh, since 2000, I think it is Boston. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Boston since 2000. But yeah, if you want to go of all time, New York has the most teams.
We also have the most titles in all the major sports.
Yeah, because they have the most teams. And 26 of them are the Yankees.
27. Come on, you should know this. You're better than this.
27 of them are the Yankees. Whoops.
You're better than that.
I know. I know. You know, this John Cena thing has tightened my head too tight.
Oh man, I think John Cena. I have a thing with John Cena. I was playing baseball and picked the biggest rivalry and the underdog in the rivalry. I mean, sure, that's true. Curse of the Bambino. I get it.
I get that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, your Sox going to be good this year.
Yeah, at least it's going to be good. And then the Blue Jays exist.
They is extended, and then the Blue Jays exist, and the Rays are playing in Steinbrenner Field. The Red Sox just extended Crochet.
Didn't he get like crazy money?
Years.
Yeah.
I think it's like 178.
Yeah, crazy money. Money I don't have.
I mean, we gave Fried 230 for 8.
Yeah, we needed another pitcher, and then look, it helped us out, seeing that we just lost freaking Garrett Cole for the whole year.
Yeah. Okay. Crochet is 25 years old. 170 million, 6 years,
170.
170. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. I don't think you should sign pitchers. For someone who's 25, so he'll be 31.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a solid deal for them. It's a very, very good deal for the Red Sox
of his career, and then I'll just go down from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from there you can just you get like get that one big deal in the end of your career, or you're like Max Scherzer, who's like, my thumb hurts, I can't pitch.
Why did I go to Toronto? Well, I will say, if you ever, well, you're going to be there next month, but
I will be there. I'll be there in May 12th that week.
Yeah, so there's no games going on that week, is there?
Oh, I should check.
You should.
Oh, I should. I didn't.
I don't know why you didn't do that before. You're gonna be in downtown. You're gonna be right there.
Dude, it's like I can't think that far ahead sometimes.
It's a month away.
So let's see. They'll be home. Rays and the Tigers. So 13th, 14th, 15th. I leave the 16th.
That'll be cheap.
Yeah, they'll be home 7, 3 o'clock. I can't go to that one. 7 o'clock. So I'll probably try and go to the Tuesday game. Ooh, it's Looney Dogs night. Ooh,
means dollar dogs.
Ooh,
by the way. Looney's a dollar in Canadian.
Ooh, or it's the Gold Glove bobblehead giveaway. The Dalton Varsho Gold Glove. I'm gonna go to bobblehead night.
Have fun, dude. It's a great arena.
God, let me look at tickets.
It's gonna be cheap.
Yeah, I should tell my boss back. Hey, we need a team building activity.
There you go. Way to finagle it.
In section 134, tickets are, and that's $90. Okay, let's go. Let's be a little more reasonable.
Is it 90 Canadian or 90 American?
I'm on Ticketmaster, so probably American.
You know you can change the currency on Ticketmaster, right?
Oh, I can. Hang on. CA 20. Okay, that's CA. Never mind. Hang on.
If it was CA like whatever, then you're gonna be down by like I think the conversion is like 0.7ish or something.
Let's do section 124, $88 for behind home plate in like the middle section.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all. Yeah, actually,
it's also on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Yeah. You're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of who I'm gonna go. Am I gonna go by myself? I'll go by myself. I don't care.
Yeah, go explore. I mean, if you're gonna be in downtown, it's right there.
Let me talk to my boss right now and see if she wants to go. I don't know if she likes baseball.
Well, she'll learn.
Actually, I know she doesn't. She doesn't give a fuck about baseball. Her husband's a Met fan.
Entice her with food.
Well, you know what? I wonder if Mike's coming. Because me and Mike can go.
There you go.
Me and Mike. I love her. I love Joe's husband. Me and Mike and her husband might get along so
nice.
Well.
I love how there's a Heat Magic rivalry going on in the chat because apparently Taquan's a Heat fan, which I get it. And then Jimmy Butler
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, no one cares about the Magic ever since Shaq and Penny left. So. But when you're done doing that text, we will start the show. So we can stop just essentially doing our own filibuster right now. Is he still on the floor? Like, probably. I kind of wanna see if he remains on the floor by the time we're done with the show. Because I really want to know.
Let me give it a goog. What's his name? Cory Booker.
Yeah. I just had this really dumb idea. He's got to finish the filibuster by doing a spinaroonie because he's Booker. No one else thought that was funny, but just me. All right, cool.
No, sorry, no. He's still sitting there.
He's still there. Nice.
Yep. Will Warren started the game with a strikeout. Yo, this Will Warren kid's. Okay, he looks like he has 2 little glasses of water.
Okay.
And he's pacing.
All right, keep the energy going.
He's talking about John Lewis. So.
Oh wow, he went to John Lewis. Okay, all right.
Well, no, he started with John Lewis because that's what his inspiration.
Yeah.
He's like you got to make noise or something. You got to be afraid. You don't be afraid to get in trouble.
It's called
something
Good
like that.
Trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was John Lewis's thing. Always get into good trouble.
So yeah, okay, hang on. So this video, the live stream only from the Guardian only goes back 10 hours.
And he already crossed the 20-hour mark, right?
Yeah, because he started taking questions from Democrats. Yeah, live. He's still going. Surpasses 24 hours.
He surpassed 24?
Yep.
Oh, he's breaking Strom Thurmond's record. Yeah, someone keep us posted as I just pulled it up. He's still going. Thank you, Will Murderface.
I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up.
That and the Yankees on split screen. It's going to be a wild show.
I got the Yankees on my laptop. Yankees on my laptop over here. 2 outs.
Nice. All right. Are you ready to go?
Hang on. There's no T in the word floor.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Let me start the backup. Let me start recording. I sometimes forget that.
Yeah, that's why we have a Twitch backup just in case.
I'm 30, Ricky. My brain's starting to
Yeah,
go
you are.
haywire.
Welcome, you old fuck.
All right. You're good to go. I got Cory Booker up. Let me get him off.
Yeah, Will's ultra multitask. He has the filibuster on one of his monitors and Steam on another one and us on monitor one.
There's a lot going on my computers.
All right, tell me when.
You're good.
All right, we're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest. Live from the Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments. Crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings of the illest. Kings of the Rings of the illest. Kings of the Rings of the illest.
And we are back after a little bit of a 2-week hiatus. Welcome back, folks, to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 403. This is pretty much our penultimate episode before our really, really massive WrestleMania episodes featuring a very, very special return guest to Wrestle Addict Radio, a Wrestle Addict Radio alumnus, if you will. But before we get to all of that, and before we talk about all of that, my name is King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're like what you are listening to, if you're listening to us a little bit later or watching us right now, we are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook. We're live, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Why did I freaking forget that? I'm literally talking to you guys on YouTube right now.
Just not Twitter. That's
just not Twitter, because
did we ever go live to Twitter? We used to go live to Twitter,
we did go live on Twitter, and then they were like, you got to be premium to go live. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have that. Not in this economy, which is going to dwindle. Thanks, tariffs. If you like what you're listening to or what you're watching, please like, share, subscribe, leave us a review, leave us a comment in the comments wherever you're watching this. And, the links to all of our stuff are in the description below. With me this week, the only person with me this week, the man who is still a part of the Signal group chat. The small group chat, of course. Will Tarashak, how are you?
Oh, yeah. Guess what, fellas? So I just a new text. This is from JD Vance himself. We're going to the Blue Jays game, baby. We're going to buy tickets tomorrow.
You're going to annex the Skydome.
Wait. Yeah, dude. Wow. I don't like talking politics on this podcast, but fucking wow.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Can anyone in the government not be a fucking idiot for 5 minutes, please? But hey, tomorrow, Ricky, what are you gonna do for the was it Revelation Day tomorrow? The day of whatever?
What is it?
Liberation Day. Tomorrow's Liberation Day because everything is gonna be more expensive. So.
Wait,
don't you feel so liberated with your dollar not going as far as it used to?
That's what it's called. It's going to be called Liberation Day. Hey,
yeah, he's calling all the tariffs Liberation Day.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god. I'm so happy I'm doing chess tomorrow morning. So I can just lip this frustration. What's going on, boss bitch Allison? How you doing? My god. Really? Jesus Christ. I picked a good time to do my heavy lifting in the middle of the week. I swear.
Oh, chess. I thought you said chess, like the game chess.
No,
You're
chess.
working on
Like
the
my
chess.
chess. No, not chess. Why
With
would
a
I
T.
why
Okay,
would I
okay,
do
that makes way more
chess in the
sense.
morning? Yeah, no.
That makes way more
I
sense.
am not like Professor X and Magneto from the original X-Men trilogy, just playing chess whenever the hell they want to. Oh,
Hey man, dude, I love chess. I fucking love chess. Fun fact about me.
yeah, fair enough.
I'm okay. I'm not bad at chess. If like I can beat pretty much anybody.
God, it's Jesus Christ. I really thought because I saw
Yeah, liberation.
I
Day.
was sidebar real quick. I was literally I was on a stationary bike this morning during my workout, doing cardio and whatnot, and something flashed up on one of the TVs being like Liberation Day, and my dumbass is thinking, oh, it's just it's some other country's holiday, like they're celebrating Independence Day or something like that. I didn't know it was for us. I had no. My God. My God, oh my God! This is why wrestling is real, and everything else is just a fucking joke at this point. Oh, okay, all right. We're gonna talk about wrestling. So WrestleMania week is vastly ahead of, but at the time of this recording, we are literally 18 days from night one of WrestleMania, and they are not stacking the card just yet, but they're stacking everything else around WrestleMania. We talked a couple weeks ago about the roast of WrestleMania, which I don't know if anything good's going to come from that, but also they decided to say, you know what people need? More random events outside of WrestleMania sponsored by WWE. But before we do that, they also said, you know what else we need? We need to add different things to the WWE Hall of Fame. We do need more cowbell. I do agree with that. We do need more cowbell. There's always room for more cowbell. But in particular, WWE decided that they are going to start inducting immortal moments into a WWE Hall of Fame. So essentially, legendary matches will be inducted.
You know the beer bath's gonna get one, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like anything they've shown on Raw for the past 30 years over and over again is gonna get one.
So legendary moments are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame now, apparently. And the first one, folks, that they are going to do is Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 13, the I Quit or a submission match. WWE didn't even know what it was when you watch it back, because I watched it for Fretzelmania's 200 episodes. Shout out to Mr. Fretz. This is the first one.
They don't really put a name on it.
Yeah.
It's just they don't call it a submission match, but it's like the only way to win is to submit.
So when you watch back WrestleMania 13, like I did the other week, half of the time it's called a submission match, and half of the time it's called an I Quit. Cowboy versus Christopher Walken, that's ridiculous. So I don't know how I feel about this. All right, so adding matches to a Hall of Fame that doesn't physically exist sounds kind of weird when you think about it, but
yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, but also you have a match that rightfully deserves a spot of recognition in the Hall of Fame in some way, shape, or form. But you pick this one over Andre versus Hulk?
I was just thinking that, but I'm thinking, you know what? They probably don't want Hulk Hogan getting booed again.
Hell, I boo his Real American Beer commercials on Netflix.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so, because, yeah, you think it would be the one that put them on the map, which is Hogan Andre. But like you can't have Hulk Hogan up there giving a speech accepting it. Like what's gonna happen here? Is Bret Hart and Austin gonna accept it, or is Bret Hart gonna accept it?
I believe they're both
match?
in town
like,
for
they are, but it's just like, but why? This is dumb. We don't have any ideas, and no one thought like, hey, maybe we should induct a referee or a ring announcer
or Macho Man,
or or
Macho Man.
Macho Man's in there.
Is he? I don't remember.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, he's been in there. I think 2012. Fretz can correct me. He probably knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's so many other people, or even agents. You know, like Bruce Pritchard. As much as we love making fun of Bruce Pritchard, he's someone who can be in for being that backstage person.
Yeah.
Or some of the trainers, like Jamie Noble's been there forever. Who isn't Fit Finlay?
What if Earl Hebner?
Right, like Earl Hebner, referee. Like there's so many other people
Yeah.
Who could get in there? You know who should actually be in there?
Put in Tony
this is
Chemmel.
just like, yeah, I get it. Like this is something that isn't real. Wrestling Hall of Fame isn't serious. Like Christ, the natural disasters are going in. What
Yeah.
did they even win the belts ever? Did they do anything? Like
Yeah.
who are these fucking fat guys?
Little
You know what I
names.
mean? So like they're just running out of ideas. It's just like, okay, like don't get too mad at it. As I'm here, I am ranting, I get mad about it.
Yeah, right?
But like this is stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Giving John Tenth the rub. Okay, the natural disasters did give John Tenth the rub. I get that. Although Will the Gray Will Murderface, I will have to correct you. I believe Macho Man is only in as a singles competitor. I do not believe he is in technically as part of the NWO. Although X-Pac is. It's Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and X-Pac as the NWO, I believe. In the iteration in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, this is weird. Like I understand the idea behind this. You know, it seems interesting, but it kind of loses its luster if you can't go look at it somewhere.
Like, what are you gonna like? What's the acceptance speech gonna be?
Is Ken Shamrock going to be involved?
He was the ref.
He was the ref. Yes, he was the ref.
He was. You know, I was thinking, who's the ref for this match?
Ken.
I had no idea. No, it was Ken Shamrock.
It was Ken. Yeah. Like what do you like? How do you accept? What do you talk about? Like what do you do? I don't know. The Hall of Fame this year had a lot of potential to be good, but it seems right now that it's just a Triple H fluff piece.
It is. It's exactly what it is. They're giving him the clips every single time,
Yeah.
every single week. You know, they give a sort of video package for Michelle McCool. They mention the natural disasters just in passing.
Lex got the initial like video when Cody told him, and that was it.
Lex got the Cody introduction. It's just like, guys,
There's more.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, put it this way, dude. This match is getting in before Michael Cole. JR got in, I think, 2006.
JR did get
so
in,
he
yeah.
was still very active while he was commentating.
Yeah.
So, like, what's going on here? This is ridiculous.
Cole doesn't have that much time left. Cole's gonna hang it up at some point.
Yeah.
You know, so why not put him in? I mean, that was the reason they put Rey Mysterio in a couple years ago. They're like, we gotta get him in before he's dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know? So
Active wrestlers in the Hall of Fame doesn't bother me though.
It never
Honestly,
did.
because I know it's just like wow, you know, you don't do that in any other sports, but again, this sport isn't real.
Yeah.
Right? And this Hall of Fame isn't technically real. It's all made up. It's like let's have a Simpsons Hall of Fame. All the Simpsons characters.
yeah, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Will Murderface is like, if Brett doesn't put us in the sharpshooter, it's a bust. I kind of agree with that. I'll watch it if that
I
happens.
kind of agree with that too. You know, Austin would sell it too.
Oh yeah. That would be absolutely amazing. A cartoon Hall of Fame would actually be really dope. That should be a discussion piece for another totally wonky episode we can do on your show, Will Murderface. But yeah, this Immortal Moment
Oh
thing.
God, who would be in the International Cartoon Hall of Fame?
Oh, that's
God. Okay, so you have an opening class of say 3.
I would say 4.
4.
Yeah.
All right, Fred Flintstone, Homer Simpson, Cartman, and Mickey Mouse.
You know what? I would go. You did a lot of modern, but I would go Bugs.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse, in particular, Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
It'd be Bugs, Steamboat Willie. Who were big historical cartoons that were really good?
I mean, dude, The Simpsons is still going. So
This is true, but I'm talking about like further back. I'm talking like 70s, 80s.
yeah, so the Flintstones, the Jetsons, the Smurfs. You could do Papa Smurf.
You know what? Fred's good. Would you pick Fred? I'd probably go with George Jetson.
Jetson.
Yeah,
Okay.
So Steamboat Willie, Bugs, George Jetson, and Papa Smurf is a good one, but I'm not gonna go with Papa Smurf. I will go with Felix the Cat.
Felix the Cat.
He's been around for a while. It's just out there pick for me.
Yeah, no. When I said Mickey Mouse, I was like, "Fuck!" I forgot like actual cartoons. I was thinking Tom and Jerry, but I was like, "No, I need one who's not like this dude." And I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, Mickey Mouse." So I was too far in.
YouTuber, and that's why I said Steamboat Willie Mickey, because that's an iconic.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah,
Yeah, the original. So yeah, I'd probably take out Cartman and probably go. I think Bugs Bunny is a good one. I'll take out Cartman and put in Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. That the cartoon hole here would be great. Tom and Jerry would
Tom
be
and Jerry
a
be
tag team induction. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
All better
absolutely.
picks than this immortal moment that WWE's trying to pass on us. But wait, folks, there's more going on in WWE because on top. Okay. So let's go through this WWE potential schedule of events over the weekend. You have WWE World with meet and greets, all of that stuff. It's Access in the skies.
Yeah, Access, and it's just Access Plus, which is incredible. If you're going, this is something you should definitely go to at least one day.
Just don't stand in line for photos. It's not worth it. Hopefully they fix that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. You have WWE World. You have the roast of WrestleMania. You now have NXT Stand and Deliver, which, by the way, apparently the new start time locally for Stand and Deliver is 9:30 in the morning, which means it'll be 12:30 when we watch it on the East Coast.
Why?
Because they stack Saturday. Because remember, Saturday Stand and Deliver, and then it's night one of Mania. But since everything's on the West Coast, it's 3 hours earlier there.
Right. So why wouldn't they do it noon local time? Oh, because what? WrestleMania is what, 3?
It'll be like 3 or 4, yeah.
Local time?
Yeah.
You could have done 10 or
yeah, no, it cuts it
30.
It cuts it real close, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Especially because, dude, everyone's like, a lot of people be landing on Friday or Thursday, getting trashed, going gambling. Like, dude, you know what we would do if we were like a few years younger going to this? We'd just be up all night, fucking hitting the tables,
gambling,
playing for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, getting trashed, going to the 24/7 diner and be like, all right, it's 6 a.m. Let's head over to the arena.
Yeah, like
we'll just wait outside until 9:30.
Bake in the sun until someone wakes us up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what we would have done.
The more WrestleMania gets put together, the more I'm like, I'm so glad I did not go. I'm so glad.
Yeah, dude, same. I mean, I know I've been talking for years how I'm dying for WrestleMania in Vegas so I can just go and gamble on it. But now I'm just like, I'm so glad I'm not going because I've been there, done that. It's too expensive.
Yeah, like
Vegas is way too expensive not to be paid to go.
So I'm talking about you have the roast, you have Stand and Deliver, and then every night is now this new thing called, wait for it, folks, WrestleMania After Dark. And the WWID showcase part of a collective is Thursday as well. So we're doing like the WWID like showcase championship or whatever for their talents that they're like kind of, bankrolling through the indies. So, but let's talk about WWE or WrestleMania After Dark. Apparently, it's just a giant random ass party with different musical artists, including Metro Boomin, Machine Gun Kelly, because somebody had to hire him to do something.
MGK.
Yeah. Gronk's doing his beach party on Sunday. And of course, because he's not doing the theme because it got usurped, Flow Rida is showing up as well.
God, the fuck, I'm so sick of the weekend. I was so happy last year when the weekend wasn't like the main song.
He has 6 in a row. The weekend might beat the Undertaker streak.
Dude, he's probably signed like a very long contract for him too.
Listen, The Weeknd's new album is amazing. That's just me, and I don't listen to The Weeknd like that, but I listen to that album. I was like, ooh, this is fire. So
dude, it's just I liked The Weeknd, and then the Super Bowl halftime show ruined him for me.
Don't let the Super Bowl halftime show ruin The Weeknd for you. Trust me.
It did. It did.
Shouldn't.
I'm sorry.
It shouldn't. Anyway,
I'm sorry, but it did. I know it shouldn't, but it did.
Yeah. So here's the thing with WrestleMania After Dark. To get in's not expensive. Because,
$80, I saw.
80 something, get some VIP packages or whatever and whatnot. But you're doing meet and greets. You have the potential to meet people like Charlotte Flair, Rey, and Bianca on Thursday, Liv Morgan and Braun Breaker on Friday, the Usos on Saturday, which would be a riot. And then you can meet Tiffy and Damian Priest on Sunday after WrestleMania. But you're gonna spend
is this thing that costs like $500?
You're gonna spend like $300 to $500 for these exclusive meet and greets. So that's kind of where they get you. I'm looking at all of this stuff, and I don't know, especially this year in particular, how the talent's going to survive this weekend with all the obligation they have to do.
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot.
Yeah. Because think about it.
Especially with no time off afterwards either. They just go to work the next day.
You would think that probably.
And they just finished a European tour, too.
Yeah, 2 weeks. They just finished a European tour. They're back for like 2 weeks. Then they got to head out west to Mania, and do all of that. Like, you would imagine at some point, Tiffy and Charlotte might be night 2. So Tiffy has to go to face Charlotte and then stay up a little later to do his WrestleMania After Dark meet and greets with people.
It's probably easier that's on the West Coast because everything's just a little bit earlier.
You're going to have to adjust a little. They'll adjust a little bit per time, but still, it's a long day. It's a long day.
Very long. It's a long day.
And this was intriguing to me, but I was like, I don't know if I'd actually want to do all of this stuff.
No. As a fan, I don't want to go.
Yeah. Like maybe Metro Boomin because that's cool. As long as he played like BBL jersey, it'd be great.
And do you think they're paid extra to go?
I freaking hope so.
Or do you think it's part of their regular contract? Like you think like this particular night after WrestleMania after party, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think someone like Tiffany is an extra appearance? Someone like Charlotte, yeah, she's getting paid extra.
Yeah.
Someone like Tiffany though, who is still a little green, still a little new, but is a champion.
It's her second year on the main roster.
Right, but is a champion. Do you think she gets paid for an extra for the appearance?
I think they get some sort of cut with how expensive those meet and greets are.
Yeah, I mean they probably got a cut of the meet and greets. Yeah, that would make sense.
That's what I think is happening.
That makes sense.
That's what I think is going to happen with them. Like I think they are obligated, but I think there is a financial incentive for them to be there, or there should be. Because like if I'm going to wrestle a match at WrestleMania and then have to like be happy and perky, to meet fans afterwards, you better be paying me extra.
Yeah, especially if you did the job.
Especially if you did the job. Exactly. Exactly. Can you imagine Tiffy doing the job for Charlotte, which is totally plausible at this point, and
plausible? It's happening. What do you mean? It's most definitely.
And then like this, and then the same day she has to show up for meet and greets. I'd be so mad. I'd be mad.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
I'd be mad too. So WrestleMania After Dark, another thing that if you're going to WrestleMania, God help your soul with all of these events that you may or may not do. On top of the other things going on, like I feel like at this point, WWE just really wants to just be like, don't go to WrestleCon. We have WrestleCon at home. That's what I feel like. Not even that,
dude. It's just like it's almost like they're planning so much around WrestleMania and like forgetting to plan WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's also that as well.
It's like you're planning so many things for a big party, but the food isn't a priority. But the food is like the most important thing for the party.
Yeah, like you're having a barbecue and forgot the beer.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. So hopefully this card picks up in some way, shape, or form. But, at least the main stuff is pretty good. Speaking of the main stuff, the main event of main events is pretty much set in stone.
It is really good.
So John Cena on what is allegedly his final appearance before WrestleMania. So we're not seeing John Cena any other time for another like 19 days or so. Got there in London, was about to speak. Cody came out, and what ensued was 20 minutes of glorious promo work that we haven't seen anybody do in a while. This is what Roman thought he was doing with John Cena a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. And it fell flat in Roman's face.
He tried.
He did try, and it did not work. And, this is a promo where in a perfect world, which is pretty much a perfect back and forth, you could see yourself siding with either person, depending how you looked at it.
They both had really good points.
Yeah.
Cody did win though.
Oh yeah, but you can't wrestle line at the end? Absolutely.
You can't wrestle line was something that like, how has no one said that to Cena before?
They did. Daniel Bryan said it in the build to the Authority. In his promo leading up to beating John at SummerSlam and then Randy cashing in on him, Daniel Bryan, this is back when, saying you're a wrestler in WWE was a little passe. and he said, like, you're a superstar, but I'm a good wrestler. So he didn't say you can wrestle, but he's like, I'm a wrestler.
I'm a wrestler.
I'm a wrestler.
Superstar,
You're a superstar.
Yeah.
You know, that was the thing. And so that's the closest we ever got. And then, you know, Daniel Bryan did beat him clean and then got screwed over.
Well, that's because Cena had like the beach ball on his elbow.
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
The big fucking whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it's like,
he
like a Burgess hack, I think.
Yeah.
Is what it was. But yeah, no one's called Cena like a bad wrestler. I mean, Cena had some good points, you know, and I liked where he was going. And then he went into the whole Cena thing, like, no one can come up against me when I'm in here, you know. Whenever I'm out here, it's a challenge to anybody who wants to dare face me, you know, like Austin Theory would say. I mean, he did have a point there. But I think Cody, for the most part, next to maybe AJ Styles when they had their big feud, where Cody was like, I'm not backing down from you and I can go jab for jab with you. You know, you have more dick in the promo than you do in your George. I was like, ooh, that's good.
Let's get the easy ones out of the way. Yeah, I got a lisp and I got a dumb tattoo. What else you got?
Yeah. You know, it was really funny seeing John try to like run down Cody when he was like, you're just a caricature, blah, 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 what you used to be. And I was like, John, I think we call this in psychology a projection. I was like, wow, John, you're just really just talking about yourself, aren't you? Which I thought was really interesting because my therapy brain, you know, went in. But Cody with the line was like, you're just an industry plant because one guy liked you.
He should have said Vince McMahon. He should have said it. Well,
he might have been barred from saying it because legalities.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, other. I'm trying to think. The only reason you would really do it that would make sense is for legal reasons.
Also, because technically his wife is he still has a wife.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, who's the head of an agency that might be going away, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, Department of Education. Yeah, there is that one.
Yeah.
But I still think you should have said it because the lawsuits against Vince. We all know who he's talking. Like, someone's like, "Who is it?" Like, I'd love to meet that person. Dad, who's he talking about?
I'll tell you later when you're older, kid.
Right, but it's like I don't think any of the Vince McMahon allegations or lawsuits are still going anywhere.
On a federal level, I don't think they are.
Yeah, it's like there's no reason for like a legal reason that not to say it.
Unless again the company, the powers that be, were like, we want to distance ourselves from this.
We'd rather not.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but
I mean, in their defense,
it would have been cooler if he said it.
Cena didn't bring up Tony; he alluded to Tony.
Yeah, you don't need to bring up Tony because you know why? I was thinking Shane, Stephanie, who? And I didn't realize it was Tony until our pre-show when I mentioned Billionaire's Kids. It clicked. I was like, oh,
yeah,
he means Tony Khan.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, Cody didn't steal that money from Tony. Tony willingly gave it away for friendship.
Okay, but yeah, stolen not in the literal. I think he means stolen like the metaphorical. You know, it's like Juan Soto just stole $750 million from Steve Cohen.
Yeah,
not literally, but it's like you just hosed him in this deal. So I think that's more what he meant. Which, yeah,
a little bit of that, sure.
I mean, especially because like he didn't stay, he left, right?
Well, that's because Tony didn't want to give up power of ROH.
Yeah. So it's like the money Tony spent was wasted. So it's like you stole it from him.
I get it, but listen, Cody was like, hey, you know, I had to leave and I got better. He's like, he pretty much was like, I can do this anywhere in any company, unlike you.
Yeah.
You know, which was great. And then, you know, the ending line, I mean, John calling Cody a Nepo baby, which, okay, true, fact, whatever, but he's still good. You know?
If he called him a Nepo brother.
I think this is the first time ever, we talked about it on pre-show, but I think it's the first time ever that John kind of broke during a promo. When he was like, you're still my hero, but you're kind of a dick. And he smirked a little. Like he
said, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. And John's like, yeah,
I am. You got me.
I mean, but both of them had true narratives. He's like, I bury people.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know how to put people over. It's what he should have said.
Yeah, but I was like, he finally came out with the truth.
In the I Build Empires for Millionaires, you assume one from the kids. That was that was the best bar, but Cody won with that last jab of
No matter where I go, they've
Yeah.
never chanted "You can't wrestle." It's like,
you can't wrestle.
knockout punch.
It is. It's good because that made Cena turn back around. He's like, oh shit, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then the Crossroads.
Yep, and then the Crossroads, which means early prediction, Cody's losing. Although I do, it's gonna happen. I do want to point out one thing. With my Marvel Cinematic Universe, little looking into every detail's eye. Cody hits the Crossroads, and when Cena was on the ground, he gave him a too sweet and a bullet to WrestleMania.
The bullet.
The too sweet and the bullet. We are getting in this post-Mania, we're getting heel Cody.
You were gonna get heel Cody's coming?
Heel Cody's coming. That and heel Cody. I don't know if anybody remembers heel Cody from the Indies. When he was on that run, he was a menace.
Dude, I'm gonna love heel Cody.
Heel Cody was a monster.
This heel turn for Cena did way more for Cody than it did for Cena. Because Cena, how would you grade his heel turn? Like, how would you grade post heel turn? Like how he's doing? I give him an A-.
A- is
or
fine.
A high B+. Like he's somewhere in between an 89 and a 90. I just can't make up my mind.
He's not knocking it out of the park, but he's doing really good.
Like I like that he didn't keep the music.
No, he kept the music.
I'd say he keep the music. Like he walks down, but his promos are still pretty much the same. He's just angrier in gearing his irk towards the crowd or to Cody, as opposed to a heel. But it's like I've seen this promo before, just dialed back to like a 7 instead of a 10 as a babyface.
Yeah, you know what else?
Like he still kind of talks like a babyface sometimes, like how he talks.
Yeah, he talked like a babyface towards the end of his promo on Monday.
Yeah.
The other thing for me is that his heel run isn't going to be great because he's never around. John Cena said, I never left, but you left a lot. Like you always leave. And so the reason that Cena heel isn't as good as Tribal Chief Roman heel is that Roman was around. If John's around more often, this becomes a better thing. Hell, if The Rock's around, this becomes a better thing. Like when you think about the whole, you had Travis Scott, Cena, and The Rock. And the only one that has appeared since that monumental moment in wrestling history is John Cena, sparingly.
Cena. Yeah.
So, we still don't know The Rock's motivation. Like The Rock, we should have had a Rock and Cena promo where they talk together.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
like, are you guys actually aligned, or is The Rock just like a red herring?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, when you think about also when you said, Cena's promo is going to do a lot for Cody than it is going to be for Cena, because if you look between that promo and you read it again, Cena's saying this isn't the real you. So I think it's a hint of, I know who you really are. You need to bring that out more, and that's why Cody did the too sweet on the bullet, because I think again by Mania next year we are going to get heel Cody in New Orleans.
I would say, so who does Cody turn on?
I don't know yet.
That's like if he kicked Cena in the balls and really beat him down, could you do a double turn where Cena goes back face?
You could. I mean, if you're gonna do, I mean, they are highlighting the greatest double turn in WWE history. At the Hall of Fame with the Immortal Moment, but it is possible. It's also possible that Cody pulls like a Roman, and when he returns, he's just heel automatically.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he got some, like, he takes an L to Cena. Like, Cena ends up being like right in the story, and Cena breaks the record. You have the whole pomp and circumstance, blah, 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 blah. And Cody goes on the journey to, quote unquote, like find himself or find out who he really is. And you come like, he doesn't wear the suits anymore. He's in all black. He's in like the biker jacket. He's very Bullet Club without being Bullet Club, because New Japan won't let that go. And you just go on a run. And he's like, I'm tired of playing the nice guy.
It'll be interesting.
It will, but I'm sticking to it. I was like the too sweet and the bullet. I was like, heel Cody's coming. At some point.
Heel Cody, at some point.
I
mean, he needs it. I mean, we've been saying he needs to turn heel for the past few, like at least past 2 months or so.
You know,
but now it's like, oh no, with Cena being heel, he's a great babyface. He's a good foil for Cena's heel.
Yeah.
And Cody's babyface work is making the heel Cena character even better.
Exactly. You know, and
the match is gonna be great. I'm very excited for the actual match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, it's John Cena's last WrestleMania. It sells itself. Even if he didn't have all the stuff, it would have sold itself anyways.
And he needs the main event. It's the right call.
Yeah, he needs the main event.
It's the right call.
What may or may not be the right call, though, is CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins officially being the presumed main event of night one. So we have this weird amalgamation of men where when you look at his Royal Rumble, you know, Roman and Punk got eliminated. Seth was eliminated. Seth stomped out everybody. They were fighting. Seth doesn't want Punk to ever main event. Punk's never main evented, technically. Roman's main evented like 7 freaking years in a row. Gonna be like 8 at this point. Or 9, maybe. I don't freaking know. I feel like...
Hey, take the COVID year out, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty much back to back to back to back to back.
I think I honestly...
This is his 10th main event, if you count 2 last year.
So I'm trying to think about it now.
You do.
So I'm thinking about it right now. Almost every WrestleMania I've been to, Roman has main evented. Almost every one. Except for
New York.
Except for New York.
Women.
Yep. Except for New York with the women. We may have...
Because you had, what, 2 in Texas, to Florida, and then New Orleans.
Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, those were the ones. And so we have this moment here. We have this random contract signing. And I don't know, did you watch this live or did you watch this at all?
Oh, yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this was a shoot when they said he was main eventing? Because you can see the emotion on Paul. You can see the clear emotion on Punk. And Punk's character doesn't really show that type of emotion. So do you
what do you
think
mean shoot? Like Punk didn't know he was main eventing, or they didn't tell Seth?
No, they didn't. No. Fair point.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they didn't tell Seth, you know what I mean? Like who are we shooting on?
I think they were shooting on Punk, where Punk did not know he was main eventing.
I would believe you, but why was he flipping through the pages then? Just being a dick?
Yes.
See, that is something he would do. You know what I mean? Just to be a dick on live TV. Just, all right, let's read this shit. And
they were running overtime anyway, so it's like, why is this taking so goddamn long?
They did run overtime because you know what? The credits came up like 90 seconds early.
Yeah. Yeah, they were running overtime. So I think it was, and also like Paul's reaction to Punk as well. I mean, we don't give Paul Heyman enough credit for being a good actor. You know, and he plays the fatherly figure to Punk really, really well. You know, but it seemed like a shoot. I was like, I don't think Punk actually knew this. And like, congratulations to Punk for all of this. And he's happy. He acknowledges Roman. He calls, my favorite thing, he called Roman the big dog, and Roman got pissed.
Oh, that look on Roman's face is like, the fuck did you just say to me? It was really funny. I popped.
And then he goes, I appreciate this, but this isn't what the favor is. So now we're all like, what the hell is the favor? I don't know what the favor is. Will, what do you think the favor is?
I have no idea. Because this would make sense for it to be the favor.
Yeah.
Unless, dude, the favor has got to be that Paul Heyman screws over Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not winning this match.
No, he's not.
Although he might. It's fucking Roman Reigns, dude. Like, how does he not win this match?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's Paul screwing over Roman. I know when Roman
I
was
saw
like,
a meme that Paul Heyman goes to Seth, and Seth goes that huge heel turn, which
again,
man. But if you're gonna do a heel turn and put Paul Heyman back with CM Punk, oof, as a heel, oof.
Yeah.
You got to figure, right? How many more years does CM Punk actually have? Realistically, 2?
I was going to say max 5, and that's a stretch.
3, maybe.
Probably 3.
Like
a safe 3.
This dude's a phenomenal heel. Like,
yeah.
he is such a good heel. But if you're gonna stick Paul with him, he doesn't need that mouthpiece. But then again, Roman didn't need the mouthpiece either, and look what that did for Roman.
Yeah.
So
it's the Paul Heyman effect at this point.
The favor is I get my Paul Heyman guy back. I get my Heyman back. Or as Brock said, I got my Jew back.
Yeah, it is leading to that. The way that Paul is kind of endearing the Punk, and when Roman was like, "Acknowledge me," you can see Paul Heyman mouth the Punk, "Don't do it."
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't call him the big dog.
Yeah.
So what is the favor? Yeah, Roman was just like, main event for a favor. One man's main event is another man's favor.
He's like, look at me, I'm cool.
And Roman was just like, you hear this, wise man? I love it when they sing me to the ring. I love them singing to me. You hear London singing to me? London, sing to me. Sing to your tribal chief. Like, Roman was all in his feelings, dude. I liked it. It was good.
You know what?
It was really good.
And if this does happen, if Paul does turn on Roman, this goes back to what Cody told him right before Mania 40. You lose the belt, and then your family leaves you, and what happens when the wise man leaves you? And if that is the way we're going with that, beautiful. Love it.
It is. And Triple H is very detail-oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and he has been a lot lately.
Yeah.
As much as he ignores other things on the card.
Yeah, like all the filler matches.
I mean, he's very top heavy, which is fine. You know, Triple H should be involved in a top heavy match. You should have someone else like a Bruce Pritchard or another agent focusing more on the main and the lower card and mid card.
Exactly.
So, like, yeah, this is, you know, we talked a few weeks ago that I don't think there should main event, and I still believe that because I still think, like, you know, Seth Rollins' whole storyline is you're not going to main event WrestleMania. Oh yeah, you're not going to main event WrestleMania. But you know what? Fuck it. Both of us are going to main event WrestleMania, and it's still not to favor. So it's just like, what?
Yeah. What could it be?
What is it?
The other thing about this is like
I could see the favor being that like Paul Heyman has to take a spear for CM Punk, and that's what cost Roman to lose because he spears Paul Heyman on accident, and then you know he gets stomped. And then Punk hits a GTS, and that's how it ends. Something like that.
We saw Paul Heyman take a power bomb in MSG.
If he takes a spear you gotta take a bullet for me. You got to take a bullet for me.
That's awesome. That would be one of the most replayed WrestleMania like moments ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't picture Paul taking a spear and it looking pretty at all.
It's like the newest form of Ozempic for Paul Heyman.
Just a spear from Roman.
Yeah.
The other thing about this is that got a lot of people in a big tussy was the fact that for not another year, but again, a Royal Rumble winner, neither of the Royal Rumble winners are technically going to main event WrestleMania. Now, to be clear and to be fair here, this is not news. As in, this is not a new thing that WWE does. There have been plenty of Royal Rumble winners who never actually main evented a WrestleMania. And I don't think
Sheamus.
Yeah, I don't think that's the issue. Alberto, yeah. I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the way that they market the Royal Rumble. The way they market the Royal Rumble is that whoever gets a main event at WrestleMania. Whereas when you marketed, as in when you marketed the Chamber, which is essentially like just Royal Rumble 2 in a weird way, is that whoever wins the Chamber gets the other title shot, which is a cool marketing thing. But I think the thing that people are really ticked off about is that we've been calling Jey Uso main event Jey Uso. You have main event Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble, which historically, or you know how it's built, is that you main event WrestleMania, and now you don't have main event Jey Uso main event WrestleMania because it would have made sense, but now it's kind of thrown to the wind. However, Triple H has always been consistent in saying one thing: the best stories go on last.
Yep.
Cena and Cody is the best overall story, and the second best story, also because it's given a lot of TV time, is Punk, Roman, and Seth. That's a lot of star power to not main event.
Yes. I mean, it's the best story. Yes.
Compared to everything else.
That's just because the other stories aren't good. But it's an attraction match.
Absolutely.
Attractions have main evented WrestleMania since the first WrestleMania. Since
Mr.
Lawrence Taylor WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania 11.
11. I say 9. But yeah, like attraction matches main eventing WrestleMania is not new.
No.
At all.
Nope.
So, and it makes sense. These are your 3 biggest stars going up against each other. Yes, it's the main event.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, it is. That's just what it is.
Yeah, and it like I said, it happens. It's still going to be good. And also, in the defense, the Gunther and Jey Uso storyline hadn't picked up steam until Monday when Gunther decided to kill Jimmy on live TV.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, it was the blood. It was what was needed. Because, dude, Gunther was like licking the blood.
He put it all over his chest.
Yeah.
He put it.
I was like, dude, that's some Austrian shit right there.
He put it all over his chest. I mean, in Gunther's defense, he got slapped really hard the week before.
Yeah, he did. And then he smiled.
Yeah.
That's some Austrian shit right there.
And so you have the match, and Jimmy is just getting destroyed, like to the point where Gunther was toying with Jimmy. Absolutely toying with him.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't pin him for a second, but then Jay comes out. He zip ties Jay to the ring, because I don't know how you fell for that, Jay, but whatever. But if this is going to get us a more vicious, true to form, as we originally knew him as a main event Jey Uso, then I'm all for it. Because there's nothing that's going to get Jay, to a place where he needs to be to face Gunther than seeing his brother almost die. Because when you look back at it, what did Jimmy do for Jay when he faced Roman in Hell in the Cell? He tried to save him.
Yeah.
He tried to save him.
Come on, it was so.
Yeah. You the tribal chief. I acknowledge you. You good. Obviously it's a different scenario, but it does kind of call back to that, as the brothers were always trying to protect each other.
Same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same idea. I think this is it's a little too late. Because we got 2 weeks. Like the whole idea of Jay came out after winning the Royal Rumble. Huge momentum.
Absolutely.
Crowd was going crazy. The Yeet, the Michael Cole and Pat McAfee putting him over.
10-minute standing ovation?
Yeah, like multiple times. He played his music twice, and he was cutting pretty good promos from the heart.
Yeah.
And then Gunther just beat him up a lot.
Yeah.
And then it's just he botches. It's like, okay, though, now we're going to make him botch on purpose. Now he's flubbing promos. And it's just like, guys, you're burying your Royal Rumble winner. He's burying himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't, that's not a good story to tell when you're trying to get him over as a believable main eventer. At all. It's bad.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do it really quickly and then do this thing 2 weeks ago. This should have happened the first week after Elimination Chamber.
You know what it is? I think they tried to make Jay a bigger babyface, but you didn't need to do that. I think they needed to show that Jay has fight in Gunther, and not necessarily make Gunther look weak, but make Gunther look like, oh, I'm underestimating Jay, and then have Gunther go to this great length to get into Jay's head.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't go that route. They went for, let's just beat him down and to make it kind of insurmountable for Jay, which, I mean, at some point Jay will probably win and beat Gunther. It'll be a great moment. That's my early prediction, unless something changes in the next 2 weeks. It'll be a great moment. But how they got there is kind of wonky. I agree with you. You needed to make Jay look stronger against Gunther. They kind of made him look like a punk.
Yeah. And a fool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, I don't believe you're going to win at all. You say you're 3-0 against him, bro. You're 0-3. What do you mean?
0-3, yeah. Yeah, I feel like...
And the match was great. Yeah. The match they had at, what's
Saturday
it called?
Night's Main Event.
Was great. Don't they have another one of those coming up soon?
Yeah, they're in San Antonio or something like that. Oh, wait, there's another one coming up. Tampa. I think they're going to Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, dude, you dropped the ball with Jey Uso, because I was defending Jey Uso, but I see all the memes online. It's just like, okay, yeah, I see it.
At this point, I think they are night one opener.
Yeah,
which isn't a bad spot.
Not a bad place to be.
Not a bad spot at all. If you want to, start it with a bang, night one opener. There have been great openers in WrestleMania. Some of them that come to mind. The IC ladder match from 32, which is a wild when Ryder won the IC title.
Yep. Seth and Brock.
Seth and Brock was a surprise. AJ and Shane.
Yeah, oh my God,
AJ
yeah.
and Shane, and then most recently Rhea and Becky. Night one
Rhea and
was
Becky.
so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
So
great.
even
And Seth and Drew. Seth and
Seven
Drew
Drew,
was right
yeah,
after the next night
yeah,
too.
and so even though he's not main eventing, if he does become the first match, that's a great way to open the show.
Yeah, it's a good place to be. If you don't want to be last, if you can't be last, you want to be
yeah.
first.
It's a good way to open the show. So we'll see what happens with this. And then, we finally got this officially as our kind of our final talking point here. Logan Paul again gets these weird ass dream matches at Mania season all the time, where he's going up against AJ Styles. And I hate to say this, and I'll say it again probably in a couple of weeks. God, AJ Styles is going to make him look like $1 million fucking bucks.
Oh my God, dude. Logan Paul
Yeah.
calling everyone in London poor. I laughed so hard.
Really?
So hard. I laughed. I was like, it's great heel work. You don't see many people calling people poor on WWE television. But yeah, dude, AJ is going to make him look great. I mean, Logan Paul is great too, which give the man his flowers.
Yeah.
I know he's a piece of shit, but give the man his flowers.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. The freaking, I hate to say it too, his new finisher that he hit on AJ, which AJ sold to the heavens, but it's so good.
What does he call it?
It's something with Paul in it because that's what he hit.
I know.
I forgot.
It's not impulsive. That's
the
podcast.
It's not called Pulverine, which would also be really funny.
The Pulverizer.
It's the Pulverizer. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good name. It's a good name. It's a good finisher for him too.
Yeah, it's easy. He can almost hit it on pretty much everybody because every wrestler can flip for the most part. So when AJ Styles loves to do flippy shit, this is going to be a sleeper show stealer wherever they put this.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like match 2, night 2.
Just something random, right?
Yeah.
Because God, Paul Heyman said it best. AJ Styles is Shawn Michaels of his generation, and
he is.
He's gonna make Paul look $1 million bucks. And if you look at Logan Paul's WrestleMania career in particular, this man just gets dream after dream. He did Ray and Dom with The Miz, the first one. He did Seth Rollins at 39. And then he did KO and Randy at 40 in a triple threat.
Yep.
And now he gets AJ Styles.
I mean, they're all matches I want to see too.
I know, it's the crazy part about it.
I'll see it. That's fine. That's fine with me.
It's the crazy part about it. I really hope they bring back iShow Speed so we can get like another just get destroyed again.
Get speared again.
Mm-hmm. For no reason whatsoever. But yeah, Logan Paul and AJ Styles is a match in particular or that needs to be beefed up on TV a little bit more. And I think they will.
Well, Logan needs to show up. Logan needs to show up.
That's also true.
He didn't want to go on the European tour.
Yeah, Logan, because he had his show that nobody watches debut on Max.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, no, Logan does need the show, but I totally agree. Because AJ Styles is going to pull his end, and that's going to be fun. I can picture now he's going to try to do a buckshot, and AJ's going to hit him with a phenomenal elbow.
Phenomenal forearm.
Phenomenal forearm, yeah. Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. But yeah, this has been pretty much our penultimate episode, leading into our big WrestleMania episode coming in 2 weeks, where we're going to cover everything that we haven't covered already and the highlights, some other stuff, the final Hall of Fame count. Hopefully there's no other matches that are being put in later. We're going to go over Stand and Delivered.
They're going to announce a theme song in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame theme song, Jesus. We're going to cover Stand and Deliver night 1, night 2. It's the biggest point grab of our prediction battle every year is the upcoming weekend. And something that's been in the works since Elimination Chamber happened, which I got like a half hour after that show ended, I got a text from our old buddy, Mance Chappell from the Gifted Podcast. He said, Get me on the show. I have confirmed with Mance that he is available in 2 weeks when we do our show. So Mance Chappell will be joining us. Myself, Will, and Kay, as long as your internet's working again.
Eddie Kingston struck again.
Yeah, right. Or LAX. And we're all going to do a show. It's great. Listen, Mance is pretty much a retired podcaster. And to give Mance his flowers, I always do, probably and no offense to anybody else on the network, we're probably the most entertaining one-man podcast I've ever listened to.
Yes. Sorry, Mr. Wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's something about his cadence, the way he puts together a show, the way he tells a story, that it's very hard to do. And Will knows this. I know this in particular. It is very hard to just speak on a microphone for an hour by yourself and keep a story.
Oh, I think Cory Booker just finished.
Did he break the record? We got to know.
Yes. He broke the record like right when we started.
Okay. Is he walking away, or did he like pass? Like
he's no longer, someone else is speaking at the podium. So
okay, because he said he was gonna do it until like his legs gave out. What do we got here?
Yeah, people were leaving. Someone else is talking. So
interesting.
Yeah, I think he finished.
Interesting. All right, so in a couple weeks from now, folks, we're going to do episode 404, which is going to be pretty interesting. 404, Mance Chappell, myself. It's going to be a very, very long show. I'm assuming like 2 hours or so. Who knows what tangential stuff we're going to get into? It's WrestleMania.
Yeah, he finished.
He did finish. Okay. Finished. Who knows what tangential stuff we're going to get into? It is going to be a pretty awesome and crazy time for the show. One of our biggest and longest show of the year. So be in for a ride that week with an old buddy of ours and a great friend.
I'm announcing it right now. We are going to break Cory Booker's record. The 3 of us, 4 of us. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest of all time. And
honestly, if we didn't have real jobs and lives, I would be like, yeah, let's do just like a filibuster, like 24-hour stream episode.
Dude, absolutely not. We tried doing a 24-hour stream in 2023.
Really?
My computer crashed around 8 hours.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Now it's like, all right, I'm out.
Damn.
You guys can finish. I'm like, you're not paying me for this. I'm not doing it. Fuck it.
Fair enough. So yeah, like I said, WrestleMania in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna get that show on the road and prepare for that, and then also start preparing for other things, as we might have to. Well, we are going to have to change up how this show potentially is produced, but that's on the back end. With that being said,
yes.
Yeah. With that being said, Mr. Tarashak, cue me out, please. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 403, The Path of the Righteous. If you don't get that quote, you really need to watch some movies. I've been your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me on Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a comment on this video or on the stream, wherever you are listening to it. The links to all of that are in the description below. If you are listening to us, of course, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word. Everywhere else. Like I said, in 2 weeks from now, we will return. It is our big WrestleMania preview show. Mance Chappell, formerly of the Gift of Podcast, formerly of Wrestle Addict Radio, will be returning for that monumental show, probably 2+ hours, so we're going to be in it for the long haul. Come for as long as you please. Will Tarashak.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Willie T. I did invent the torpedo bat. I wish the Yankees could kind of use them because they're losing 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. So it's the 4th inning. Will Warren's pitching okay. Got to have a jam. The umpire is bad. He's calling outside and low for strikes and balls. But, that's baseball, folks. Get used to it because it's only April, and there's a lot of baseball left to play.
Yes, there is.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, folks. Yeah, so like I said, we'll be back in 2 weeks for our big WrestleMania preview show. Mance Chappell is going to be joining us. And hopefully by that time, this WrestleMania card, this WrestleMania season will beef up a little bit more, because it's slow, but we're getting there. Now we got to make our way through the finish. So until next time, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon, or in 2 weeks. Fuck you, Slack.
Go fuck yourself.
All right. Excellent. Clear.
Nice. I knew it was going to be a shorter show today, but it was fine.
Then we went 57,
That's
30.
good. We'll probably do good numbers.
56?
Oh, it's 2-1 Yanks, I see right now.
No, 2-1 Cardinals.
I mean, 2-1 Diamondbacks, yeah.
Yeah.
1-1.
So he gave up a 2-run home run in the top of the third.
Dominguez.
Bottom of the third, Dominguez hit a home run. Ben Rice doubled. Oswaldo walked. Bellinger, Goldschmidt popped out. What's his name? Struck out. Bellinger struck out. Judge grounded out.
Okay. Not the worst.
I mean, but Corbin Burns, man, he's pitching the ball low, and the umpire's calling all the strikes. So the Yankees just can't protect the plate.
Nice.
But Will Warren's pitching well.
So do we know the official count on Cory Booker's Philly booth?
Probably 25 something.
Nice. Good job, Mr. Booker.
Oh, did Volpe get it? Did Volpe tied the game, baby. Let's go.
This man just learning how to hit. Look at you, Volpe. Was it a homer? To left?
Yeah, 418.
418.
Another torpedo launch.
Is it a torpedo launch?
Yeah, so that's what the announcer said. Another torpedo launch.
There we go. All right. There we go, Yanks. Torpedo launch. So Booker at 25. Let me see if we can get a stat on it. That sounds amazing. Let me see. Cory Booker. Because I want to see the official time on this.
Dude, I love the umpire cam. Like the camera's like on top of his head or whatever. You can see.
Oh, they did that at the All-Star game a couple years ago.
Yeah, they did it in the playoffs last year because you can see like the bat hit the ball and leave. You know, it's cool. It's a cool shot.
Oh, you want to hear something really nerdy that I think you'll enjoy?
I like nerdy shit.
Yeah. So freaking what was it? So you know how MLB The Show this year has GOAT mode?
Yeah, I'm so mad I can't play the show. Dude, you have no idea.
So apparently somebody took a frame by frame look at like the speed of pitches in GOAT mode and actually did what the real life speed is in GOAT mode.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a really interesting way that they did it, but they went frame by frame and judged the speed and compared it to real life. So it's about like when you're in GOAT mode, it's about 90 plus mile an hour like ball that's being thrown at you fastball wise. So it's literally like the real thing.
I don't like that.
Because people are like crashing out over GOAT mode. How like extremely difficult it is.
Did you want to hear a crazy stat that I just heard on this fucking game? The Yankees have more home runs than singles on the season.
That's the Yankees I remember.
That's my Bombers.
That's the Yankees I remember. Oh man. Yeah, don't they also have like I think they have more points at this point than the freaking Chiefs had in the Super Bowl.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had 38 runs on the season.
How pissed off do you think Nestor Cortez was on Saturday?
Dude, Nestor's. So if you go back to the World Series, he threw 4 pitches. So his last 4 pitches going into that game, or going into after the first inning, or whatever the fuck.
Or homers.
So he gave up the grand slam to Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch, home run to Goldschmidt. Next pitch, home run to Bellinger. Next
home
pitch,
run
run to Judge. So 4 pitches, 7 runs allowed in a row.
Yeah.
And then a few batters later, home run to Wells. I wanted to feel bad, but I'm like, Nestor, you're not that good.
Not anymore.
I'm sorry.
It was.
You were good at the end of 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, they just kept hitting him. I was like, Jesus. Like, when did he get officially taken out of the Saturday game?
3rd inning.
Wow.
Maybe the 4th. 3rd or 4th inning.
That's generous. In my opinion, that's generous.
He lasted maybe a little longer than Clay Holmes did for the Mets.
I forgot Clay Holmes went to the Mets to be a starter.
Dude, he was their opening day starter.
I don't know. I wasn't he our closer last year?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So, Devin Williams is on the paternity list. So the Yankees signed Adam Ottavino.
yeah. I saw that they signed Otto.
I was like, this has to be an April Fool's joke. Please tell me this is an April Fool's joke. Ottavino sucks.
No, they brought him back. Is he still wearing number 0?
Yes,
Nice.
I think so.
Good old Adam Ottavino.
Do I love Austin Wells?
He
He's
seems to
not
be
that-
doing well
he's not-
so far.
Yeah, he's not phenomenal, but I like him. I think he's got a lot of
We
potential.
don't need phenomenal. We already have enough phenomenal on our team.
We always need phenomenal.
Yeah. You know. But
13 pitches. He has had 13 pitches and it drew a walk.
really,
Yeah. What number is this?
403.
403. Podcast, Kings of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Not modified. What am I looking for here? Shows. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
403.
Yeah, it's 403. I mean, we'll pick up once, wrestling picks up a little more, which is very surprising for WrestleMania season to not really pick up as the way that it has not been going.
I mean, dude, I'm fine taking a week off. There's just nothing to talk about. There's no sense being like the Sam Roberts show and just trying to talk shit.
Yeah, I'm
for
not
no
gonna
reason.
force my hand. If I don't,
Yeah.
I want to force us if we don't have to. No reason for it at all. At all. It gives me time to freaking chill out and sleep and do things like go to Discount Tuesday if I need to, at the movies if I want to. Haven't seen a good movie in a while, but man, what is it? I kind of want to.
No, man, it's not.
I want to see Sinners.
Not many good movies out. Didn't a Marvel movie just release, or is it about to release?
Thunderbolts comes out in May.
Hmm.
Unless you're talking about the cast for Doomsday that they revealed it last week.
No, I saw that. They started filming.
Yeah, they
right?
started filming Doomsday. But no, Thunderbolts comes out in May. Fantastic Four comes out in July. Superman comes out in July as well. So I mean, but I want to see Sinners. Have you heard about Sinners?
No.
It's got Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, and it's directed by the guy who did Black Panther, Ryan Coogler. And it's like this interesting machination of horror and vampires.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get a synopsis on what Sinners is.
Dude, there was the guy who did Parasite. He had a new movie come out recently with Pattinson, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
And it was what was that movie? I forget what the name was called. Let me just Google it real quick because it looked ridiculous. Robert Pattinson. Mikey 17.
Oh, I want to see Mickey 17.
Or Mickey.
It's Mickey 17. Yeah, where guy keeps dying.
Mickey 17, where it's just he keeps dying over and over
but he's
again.
like a clone, so they just keep making him again.
yeah. And none of the clones become a little more self-aware or whatever, something like that. I'm like, dude, if that's a great idea for a movie.
Yeah, I did one. I should have gone to movie theaters to see it. It's probably still playing.
I don't think I have any sway with Jazz to see that movie though. Sometimes we switch off what movie we're gonna force you to see.
Yeah.
So I cashed in my Wicked chip for Lord of the Rings. I think it's her trying to drag me to see something I don't want to see. So
yeah, Sinners.
That's something we both want to see. Which Mickey 17 is gonna be a hard no.
Yes, Sinners is categorized as supernatural horror film.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
that sounds great. Especially since most of the new ones has come to streaming soon anyway. We watched Nosferatu. That came out in January on Peacock.
People love it, or people are like, it's the weirdest thing in the world.
It's definitely weird, but it's really good, and the ending is
okay.
It's stupid, but it makes sense, but it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Little anticlimactic at the end, but the movie itself is very freaky.
Gotcha.
It's very good. It's very good.
Are you watching Andor?
If you like horror.
Are you watching Andor towards the end of April when it comes out, season 2?
Dude, I forgot. I didn't watch season 1.
Okay, if you ever watch season 1,
so behind on that kind of.
If you ever watch season 1, the first 2 episodes you're gonna suffer through.
I know, that's what I've heard. Dude, it's hard to watch a 2-season show that's like a prequel to the prequel, the sequel. It's like in between 3 and 4. It's like, guys, we don't need 2 seasons for like
it's a prequel.
How they got the Death Star plans.
It's the prequel to the prequel of Rogue One. It's the prequel of Rogue One.
Yeah, it's a prequel of Rogue One, which is a prequel to the prequel.
Yeah,
but a sequel to the prequel.
I will tell you this:
of the third
essentially,
movie.
it's the Mon Mothma show because
I don't doubt it's great. It's guys have more important things.
I'll tell you right now, the most uninteresting person in the show is Andor.
That sucks.
Like when you look back at it, you're just like, you're kind of a dick. Like I kind of don't like you. It's kind of how I feel when I reread The Hobbit. I was like, Bilbo Baggins is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, a little bit towards the end. Once he gets to the ring, he kind of turns into a little bit of a prick.
Yeah. And so that's kind of how I feel about Andor. But I'm in the middle of, I got a Daredevil. The new episode of Daredevil comes out.
Wow, what an error. 2 runs score. Give me 2 runs.
The Diamondbacks with an error? Who would have thought?
2 runs. 2 runs. So they dribble up the first baseline. Oswaldo's hustling. Corbin goes to cover. He overthrows the first. Naylor, of course it's fucking Naylor. Rock the baby. He overthrew the ball. He overthrew the underhand flip to first base. And Oswaldo just hustle. He's barely. There he goes to hustle. Then he overthrew it. Yep, and then 2 runs score because the catcher was backing him up.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, rock the baby, Nail. I'm so glad the Yankees didn't sign you, you dumb fuck.
God, Naylor. I forgot about that little dick. Fucking Naylor.
4-2 Yankees.
Bottom 4?
Bottom 4. And Corbin's got 83 pitches, so this is his last inning, most likely.
Oh, we're lighting him up like that? Jeez.
I wish the Yankees signed him, though. He's a great
Corbin?
pitcher. Yeah, Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
He was on Baltimore. He was Baltimore's ace last year.
We usually like to steal people from Baltimore.
I know, dude. they let Santander go, too. I think he went to Toronto.
Well, Toronto's a
Either Santander is in left field, like, man. But you gotta play Dominguez. You know, play him or don't play him. Same with Oswaldo. Play him or don't play him. Like they should have signed Bregman so Vets could, but so he didn't go to Boston. Like if Bregman was in this lineup, the Yankees are a World Series team.
I will say this: I love Jazz Chisholm. He's so much fun. Too. He's so much fun.
He's just the energy these Yankees need because the Yankees are a young team. Like you just need something the young guys someone can just bullshit with, and that's Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz Chisholm is amazing. And apparently he went back and forth with like Portnoy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Portnoy's having a fucking.
He's having a meltdown. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's probably because Rafael Devers is 0 for 19 with 15 strikeouts. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, that sucks, dude.
Isn't Rafael Devers' big thing is like he can hit the ball really well?
Yeah, and his defense sucks, which is why he's DH. That's why he sucks. He's not playing the field.
Yeah.
He's just in his head.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Let's see. Speaking of the Red Sox, they playing today. Okay, Mets are still losing into the 7th. Blue Jays are winning. Rays are winning. Red Sox are not playing.
Ooh.
The Red Sox are 1-4.
Great start, baby.
Ouch.
It's still early though. We'll see what happens.
I know, dude. It's fucking. I'm having fun. I'm like excited. I'm like, Will, it's March baseball. Shut up.
Let's relax, folks. Let's really relax here. But is it? Well, now it's April baseball.
But now it's April baseball. It's April 1st today.
Yeah, April 1st. Stop myself from doing any actual what was it? Any actual fucking April Fool's jokes. Because I'm too old for this shit. Let me get my work and get out of here.
Oh my God. So, okay. So this is actually really a good one. This was at work. So this must have come from corporate. I don't know what happened, but it's like we have like these machines up on like the whatever floor for water. Yeah. You know, you press a button for watermelon and water comes out.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was a prank, or like the water was it was red velvet ranch flavored.
That's gross.
Right? So it was all these buttons that has like those kind of just gross flavors, or like it was like habanero mayonnaise or something, right? Habanero something,
Okay.
or like it was mustard chocolate milk.
Oh my
So like
God.
and those are the only buttons available.
Okay.
So when you press it, it just goes April Fools. And people were like at work was like, what the fuck? Oh. I'm just like, all right, that's hilarious. Like that's a really good April Fool's joke for you to play on your employees. That's fucking hilarious.
that is kind of wild.
It's not like, guess what? You all getting raises, or guess what? All of you are fired.
right.
April Fools.
Whoa.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, we'll pay for your
No, it's
therapy.
just here. Drink fake water. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, no, that's kind of wild. That's really funny though.
Yeah.
It's really
hilarious.
funny. Anyway, all right, I'm ready to get out of here. Ready to go?
All right, dude.
Yep, we're out of here, folks. We will see you guys in.
Bring my computer back to its rightful
Yeah, we'll see you
place.
guys in 2 weeks.
There we go.
Kings of the rings of the illest.